Hi, this is Ken Okel, and I help people improve their lives through improved communication. I'm a former broadcaster and nonprofit executive, and I'm also a professional speaker. Today, we're going to talk about microphones, ways to make sure you're heard above the crowd. When you're giving a presentation, you'll likely be using one of two microphones. The first is a clip-on, which is what I have on right here. Works very well, easy to forget about. The good thing is you're able to use both your hands as you're talking. Couple things to keep in mind. You clip it right about this level, not too high, not too low. You also want to make sure there's no clothing that'll be rubbing up against it. Also, make sure that you don't use gestures like you put your hand on your chest all of a sudden, because the microphone will pick up that impact. Now, the other type of microphone that people will see is like this. This is one that's either a handheld or it's stuck in a podium. Couple things to keep in mind with this. When you're talking into it, you don't want to be talking directly into it. It's not like an ice cream cone. Put it off to the side a little bit. When you say words that have the letters B or P, those are called plosives. And when you do so, you kind of create this explosion in your mouth. Microphones could be sensitive to that, so in other words, you pop your P's as you're talking. Not the most exciting thing for an audience to hear. Usually with this microphone, you can have it off just to the side a little bit, speak normally, everything should work out just fine. A few years ago, I met a really big gala that a company put on for some of its best customers. All the details were there, it was red carpet all the way, had a great dinner, there was some entertainment in the evening, and then the head of the company came up to address the crowd. Once he got up to the microphone, you couldn't hear him, and it was obvious he hadn't worked with the microphone before. So this perfect evening that was supposed to be punctuated by this executive's comments fell flat. That is why it is so important to try to practice with your microphone beforehand. It doesn't matter how good your remarks are, if people can't hear them, they're worthless. Another reason to practice, well, this comes down to the echo that microphones sometimes produce. Imagine if you're singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. It's going to be echoing all over the place. That can be a little distracting. Hey, even the pros like Whitney Houston practice the national anthem before they sing it. Same thing can apply in certain rooms. It depends on the room. There may be no echo, there may be some. The thing is, beforehand, you check it out and you get used to it. It is a little weird to hear your own voice coming back to you just a fraction after you say the words. Once you get used to it though, it's easy to ignore and you can proceed on. The biggest problem happens when people start hearing their voice and they're listening to what they say after they say it. Very weird, not a lot of fun for your crowd. This presentation was based on my article, Singing the Microphone Blues. To find out more about me, you can go to my website, which is www.kenokel.com. There you can learn about me, find out about the services I offer, and sign up for a free special report called The 7 Communication Mistakes That Are Costing You Money. Next week, I am off to the National Speakers Association Conference in New York City, so the next message may be a few days later, but it should be a good one. Until then, I'm Ken Okel. Take care.